Hey everyone, I'm Cubastic, and today you may see on my desk my favorite 3x3 Rubik's Cube. This is my old one, which I've bought more than a year before, and I made, more than 1000 solvents probably. It is called Moyu Weilong GTS V2 and its side length is 55mm. Yes, from here to here, exactly 55mm. And I have a new Rubik's Cube called GAN354, and its name explains to us that its side length is already 54mm. So it is a little bit smaller than my last Rubik's Cube, and you know, the feeling of turning this cube is different from my old 3x3. And I thought, how much will the feeling change if you make the Rubik's Cubes smaller and smaller? And therefore, today I have prepared for you not only my Rubik's Cube with a side of 55mm, but also a cube with a side of 54mm, 50mm, 45mm, and 40mm. But that's not all. I have even smaller Rubik's Cubes. A cube with a side of 35mm, 30mm, and a unique, the most exciting, smallest speed cube in the world with a side of only 20mm. Just imagine how small it is. This is so cool in my opinion. Let's compare it with a regular, standard Rubik's Cube, standard size, like this. The most interesting thing is that both this and these Rubik's Cubes are speed cubes. I will try to solve these Rubik's Cubes with the timer one by one, and I want to see and analyze how the sensations change while turning smaller and smaller Rubik's Cube. And how the time of solving will change, because I'm really interested in this. Well, let's scramble them at first. Go! So here on this cube I already have difficulties with the rotation, but I didn't even solve it yet. Nevertheless, all cubes are so cool, high quality. Cool, the cubicle, one love. Thanks. Let's go further. 35mm, the cube is already very difficult to turn. It looks so funny in my hands, I don't even know who it would fit. Write in the comments for whom this Rubik's Cube was created. Oh, this is actually funny. This is so funny. Take a closer look. I just turn it with my fingertips. Well, and this is really crazy. Guys, inexpressive feelings. Unfortunately, such a cube cannot be sold in competitions, and just because of that there are two small holes in order to hang this cube on a keychain. If they were not there, then this Rubik's Cube could have been sold at official speedcubing competitions. Can you imagine? But this is of course very funny. Damn, look how cute it is. Look what a kid. Really, it can fit on the tip of your finger. So what? Let's start the timer and let's go. Let's start with the biggest one. So in general there's not much that will be interesting here, because I have been solving ordinary puzzles for more than 5 years and I have solved them in any possible ways, even in freefall. By the way, if you haven't seen the video of how I solved the Rubik's Cube while jumping from the plane, be sure to see it, it was very cool. So well, I'm done with the cube, 15 seconds, I was in no hurry. Basically the feeling is normal, because this is a normal puzzle size. By the way, let's move on to more interesting parts. My new Rubik's Cube is 54mm, which is 1mm smaller than the standard one. In general, I don't see much difference, either because I have been solving this cube for some time, and I have already gotten used to it enough. And of course, there is a slight difference. Here also 15 seconds, not much different. There's a difference, but it is felt literally in microns. Here in this millimeter, quite a bit, and so it is a little faster and more comfortable to turn the cube 1mm smaller. Move on. A cube of 50mm. I think that there won't be any problems either, but who knows, we'll see. So go! Yes, in general, the same feelings. It is a bit unusual, but the cube turns just as fast as previous ones, and I can control it as well as the past ones. Look how stable it is. Yes, a little worse, but no big deal. 15 seconds. But now it seems to me something interesting will begin, because here the edge is already smaller than a finger, and therefore it will already be more difficult to control it. But let's see. I will try to solve this cube very quickly now. If last time I was not in a hurry, now I will try to hurry, and if I solve it faster, then, well, it will please me. Go! So, here you see your fingers will get a little stuck, but well, this is the time. 13.01. Well, yes, I was in a hurry. In general, such a Rubik's cubes measuring 45mm can be solved as quickly as the larger cubes. So, if you have small hands, or you are a girl, or you are a leprechaun, or you are a cat, and you have both, then please, you can safely take a 40mm Rubik's cube. I think overall it is great. I'm also wondering how it will feel to be solved with one hand, probably even more comfortable, but more about that next time. By the way, don't forget to subscribe before proceeding to watch. My next video will be out very soon, and it will be about a unique cube puzzle. Don't miss it. Let's move on to the next Rubik's cube, like this, 40mm. I'll turn it a little bit now, because I still want to get used to such a small size. Cool. Basically, I will try to solve it as quickly as possible. I will try to rush again, but I don't know whether I will succeed. It feels like, yes, I turn it and it's already so uncomfortable to do it. Well, shall we try? Well, yes, it's already quite small. Come on! Go, go! Let's go! Oh! 18 seconds. Well, yes, it is uncomfortable to solve it, but we don't stop there, because there's also a 35mm Rubik's cube, which is even smaller. Such a horror. So let's give it a try. 3, 2, 8. Oh, and that's it. Here I missed, guys. Here it is already quite uncomfortable to solve it, as you can see, but it looks very funny. Do you like it? It looks so cool to me. Okay, and that's it. And what do we have here? Yeah, 20 seconds. Well, yes, you see, time is already getting worse. It is already getting worse because of the fact that turning is already quite uncomfortable. Nevertheless, in my opinion, having such a cube in a collection is just very cool. Let's try a Rubik's cube with a side size of 3 cm. It will be really hard, but let's try. Let's go. It is at this stage between 30mm and 35mm Rubik's cube. There is a really huge difference, because I could somehow still do the usual speed cube movements, but I just barely rotate this one with my fingertips. Here, I solved it in 21 seconds. In reality, the difference between these cubes is huge, although each time I reduced the cube by half a centimeter, but this one was very difficult to turn. I'm already afraid to imagine what will happen with this little fellow. Just look how cool it is. 2 centimeters, the smallest speed Rubik's cube in the world. Stunning. God, how many interesting puzzles I have already solved, but I haven't held this one in my hands yet. Okay, honestly, right now it's very interesting how long this solving will take me. You can write according to the good old tradition in the comments what you think. Well, I'll just start solving. Like the video? Done? Sure? Sure? Alright, now I can definitely start solving. Go! So it is still a little convex, and this also complicates the solving. Okay, let's go. I think it will take 35 seconds. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, this one doesn't turn at all. Here the colors are also difficult to see. That's it. A little, no. Oh, come on, man, turn. Turn. God, how much effort I put into this. So I probably won't do it. I should try in a simple way. In any unclear situation, just use the easiest way. So let's go further. What? What? I mixed up something. Oh no! I never wanted to be confused, but here I am. So, come on! Look, I already... What's wrong with it? I don't understand. What's wrong with this cube? Either the colors are too unclear and I cannot determine the correct situation, or something is already wrong with me. So, and the last one, the last. Come on, 1, 2, go. There it is. 1 minute and 13 seconds. To be honest, it seems to me that next time I will solve it much faster. I'm just wondering what is the general speed limit on this Rubik's Cube. How would it be solved by a professional speedcuber like Felix or Max Park, for example? But one thing I know is that solving a regular Rubik's Cube is actually not as difficult as it seems. If you do not know how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, I'm sure that you will learn how to do it in less than an hour if you watch my training videos. Well guys, as you've noticed, in general there's no point in solving smaller Rubik's Cubes, at least up to this size. It is still quite comfortable to solve these cubes. Well, as for the cubes starting from 4 cm, this is certainly too much. It is impossible to solve them, not very comfortable, but very funny. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I also hope you enjoyed this video. Therefore, feel free to write comments, like and subscribe not to miss even cooler, more informative and interesting content with Rubik's Cubes and more. Cubastic was with you, bye everyone and have a good time!